who accompany the bearer to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of Ra, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine, which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is me, and I am him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Ta floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high, I tread upon the firmament of Nu. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on the...
My third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah. My third eye open, I can see past the commotion. Yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah. I'm guaranteed to check like TSA. One in a million like a...
Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us live or in the replay. As we are here for another fresh new episode of oh my gosh, I almost said the wrong name. It's the other podcast from yesterday, Ascending Beyond Limitations. That's a good one in itself, where we study the raw material law of one, myself, and also our good sister, Sandy Marshall, out of California. So last week on the SaCrEd Light Community Nightcap, we took a break from the Emerald Tablets study as we had been exploring the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean. And last week we decided to step into a new realm and journey into the empowerment, the enlightenment upon the holistic quantum healing practice of quantum hypnosis, QHHT. And we were joined by a SaCrEd guest, Derrick Ivey, who's also part of the SaCrEd Kingdom community that I'm a part of as well. And Derrick was a really great guest, gave us a lot of good insight, a lot of good knowledge and information about what QHHT is and how it could be beneficial to our well-being. So with that being said, before we continue into our Emerald Tablet study, I'm gonna go ahead and bring us back to last week as we travel in time to explore a little bit of QHHT and how our last session went in this Nightcap Lounge.
The SaCrEd Light Community Nightcap. Special QHHT Quantum Hypnosis Therapy Session. We are going to explore this wonderful multidimensional practice with our SaCrEd guests, SaCrEd Kingdom community member, multifaceted, certified, hypnotherapist Derrick Ivey. Tap in and tune in to the Nightcap Lounge.
There's a lot of profound messages that come through these sessions, and you can communicate. There's so many different beings in there. Like, you know, you can, like, just on Tuesday, I communicated with this really tall, luminous light being that didn't have a physical body, but was always trying to figure things out, is like trying to figure out what's right or what's wrong or what's good or what's bad. That's out of the way, and you have access to the deepest, purest parts of you. And so then I'll bring in, like, okay, what energy are we looking at? So yeah, the most important thing about doing this kind of work is that you feel comfortable and safe.
So that was last week. I love Derrick. Derrick is a very, very kind and loving brother of ours, and he lives in Colorado. Multifaceted hypnotherapist, as well as Reiki practitioner, and he does teach different programs, courses, and certifications, and he does attunements as well. So you guys can become quantum hypnosis certified through him, and he does bring it down through the lineage of Dolores Cannon as well. This very good brother. If you haven't watched the episode, feel free to watch it on the replay on YouTube, SaCrEd Light Healing and Wellness. And thank you to all of you that subscribe, support, and continue to show love. So now bringing us to the current, as we pick up on our Emerald Tablet study with tablet number 2, The Halls of a Mentee. And this is part 3 of tablet 2. We are going to be joined by a wonderful sister of the SaCrEd community out there in this wonderful world. And she will be joining us to be a wonderful SaCrEd guest. And she'll just kind of be flowing with us, maybe even sharing a little bit of her signature light language as well throughout the time. And we're also just going to explore and share the downloads and reflections that we get as we travel through the rest of this tablet study. So without further ado, we'll welcome into the SaCrEd Light Community Nightcap Lounge our divine sister, Leah, who also goes by Lulabella on Instagram. Welcome in, sister. It is really good to see you.
Hello, hello. So excited.
How are you tonight?
I'm very excited. Very excited because the last one, oh, it was a goodie. Oh, yes. With all the rays and stuff that you, oh.
Oh, yeah. I believe we left off last time with talking about, I think it was the Council of 7, the Council of 9, and the Council of 12. And that was very intriguing. Totally
sure
unexpected.
I was seeing rainbows, yes.
Wow. Now, when you say that, are you very clairvoyant?
I don't know what the clairs mean, but like I see, yeah, like I see, like what I would say, like energetic things, like out of my mind's eye, kind of. Is that? I don't know what that clair is.
Yeah, that would be clairvoyance.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not constant, but it does occur when I'm activated, especially like I was that night listening, and I was very interactive, and I was like, oh, you know. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at as well. I don't see it like all the time thoroughly, but you know,
like glimpses.
Yeah, I'll get like glimpses, or if I look at something really quickly, all of a sudden I might see the energy field around it or the color streaks. It's pretty cool. And lately I've also been seeing like very large energy bodies, just like walk through my door, just like walk in my room, and I'm just like, oh, hey guys.
Yeah. I feel them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a lot of feeling for me. Like I feel the energy around me. Like, yeah. And I get touched and
we're pretty similar in that way because for me, feeling and hearing has been my main senses basically my whole life. And then the clairvoyance, that kind of started coming on more recently. It's like before, I just always saw just dark, you know, but I would feel everything. And like when I say feel, it would be such a deep feeling that I'd basically be seeing it because I'd be feeling it.
Right?
But not
Yes.
seeing it.
It's a good way to explain that.
Yeah. So it's been really intriguing. And a fun fact about myself is back in 2015, and again, this was way before I became very clairvoyant with my senses. I was receiving a Reiki session, and just unintentionally, unexpected, I had my higher lion humanoid self literally like full blown visibly show itself in my mind's eye while I was receiving Reiki. And I was just like,
Go ahead.
what?
Okay, so that's what Reiki, what having it done to me was what really got me like visual. So the very first time I had it done, I had a whole like crew with me. It was crazy. I even like have like drawings of it. Like I had light beams all the way around me. It was crazy.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I get Reiki done, or when I go into my like meditation or like what I do, there's lots of stuff that comes through. Like, wow. But just like in the day to day in my, you know, around me, like, yeah, it's more glimpses and stuff. And I have had like where it like visions almost where I'm transported into like another place, but yet I can still see them around me. I've had that occur a few times too. Yeah.
Yup. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Where you literally feel yourself in a different energy field, but
Yeah.
you still physically be in the same environment.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. I
Definitely.
It is. It's very exciting. So tonight's the Emerald Tablets. Okay.
That's right.
I got my emerald.
Oh, Emerald Sapphire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gorgeous. It's intense. I've been holding on to it for quite a while.
Oh, wow.
It's too bad you can't see the green.
I love emeralds. That's one of my birthstones, Gemini sun sign, the emerald. And of course, it carries that emerald order energy. Good old green ray. Unconditional love.
So much heart.
Feel the green ray every time we dive into these tablets, like that unconditional bound of love, of wanting to just deliver the truth. Like that is such a beautiful thing. I feel like wanting to be so devoted to holding and keeping alive the codes of truth so that we can obtain and maintain our balance of self as we go through these journeys. It's so intriguing and just expansive and just an awesome universal game of life that we're in, where, you know, we get to fluctuate through these octaves and go through experiences, but also remember that we're more than the experiences, and that, you know, we go through experiences a million times from body to body and from ascension to ascension, as Thoth always says. throughout the tablet. It's I don't have the word for it.
I think we're glitching.
All right, so I'll go pull up. All right, the glitching.
Yeah, it's glitching a bit.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, it might do that every here and there. For some reason, All right, let's see here. We're on tablet number 2. For everybody out there, tablet number 2 is the Halls of Amenti. So this is talking about basically the different planes of existence and what's inside of these different planes, and kind of like how the beings interact, as well as how they are able to navigate through these different planes. So if you guys kind of go back into this series where we left off with the Emerald Tablets, we were talking about different councils, the Council of 7, the Council of 9, the Council of 12, and before that, we were actually doing a side-by-side comparison of a multidimensional Vedic Hinduism cosmology map with the tablets, and we were comparing that with the Halls of the Dead and the Halls of the Life, and it was a really, really cool experience. So I suggest for you guys to go back into the history and check out the other episodes if you haven't. So let's see here. Where did we leave off? Okay, yeah. So this is where we left off when we were talking about the different councils. And this is where we'll pick up. So we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his powers, guiding, directing the destiny of man. They sit there they sit, mighty and potent, free of all time and space. So I'll read that again. That was a little choppy of myself. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his powers, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space. Interesting. So as we continue, oh, excuse me, took a nap earlier. So as we continue here, not of this world they, yet akin to it. Elder brothers they, of the children of men, judging and weighing, they with their wisdom, watching the progress of light among men. Ooh, interesting. So I'm not going to draw to any conclusions yet. I'll wait until we kind of go back and take our time breaking it down. But what I'm starting to gather is potentially that this may be talking about what you may want to call like dimensional gatekeepers potentially, or law of one holders. And it also could potentially be talking about the weighing of the heart, the hall where we go through that weighing of the heart process.
Mhm.
It says judging and weighing, they with their wisdom, watching the progress of light among men. So before we really get into that, that's just a little bit of what I'm kind of drawing to, is maybe Thoth is explaining to us maybe that there's 8 beings that stand at the halls of the weighing when it comes to the in-between of our soul journey. And when I say that the in-between,
Hmm.
I mean between, you know, one incarnation and another. So the afterlife, if you want to call it the afterlife, that scene where you see the weighing at the heart. So continuing, there before them was I, led by the dweller, watched him blend with one from above. Oh, interesting. Then from he came forth a voice saying, Great art thou, Thoth, among children of men, free henceforth of the halls of Amenti. Master of life among children of men, taste not of death, except as thou will it. Drink thou of life to eternity's end. Henceforth forever is life. Thine for the taking, henceforth is death at the call of thy hand. Ooh. I'll go ahead and read one more, and then we can go ahead and begin our breakdown and see what kind of processes through us.
Okay.
And this last one, for this part that we're going to cover, is dwell here or leave here when thou desireth. Free is a mentee to the Son of Man. Take thou up life in what form thou desireth. Children of the light that has grown among men, choose thou thy work, for all should must labor. Never be free from the pathway of light. Okay. Wow. All right. So going back to the first part that we started breaking down, we have 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his powers, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space. Interesting. So, as we dive into this part, sister, do you feel like there's anything that you would like to share first about this part?
Well, for me, the numbers are sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
So I just looked up 345 because it was the first numbers that showed up, and 345 is a spark of belief. There's just something about that, yeah. And then you switch up the numbers 543 or 354, and it equals the Archangel Michael, which is interesting. Unite and the spark.
Oh, okay. So unite and spark. Then 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the 678. I don't have that in my.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, I also looked up the numbers for Emerald Tablets, and that was interesting too.
Ooh.
So I use something called gematria. It's how sometimes spirit speaks through me. Oh, this is interesting. 678, establishing contact. That's interesting because of what that was just saying there about.
Wow.
like watching over things, and wow.
That's intriguing.
Um,
So basically, like the
soul,
unified spark.
soul
Oh,
mission.
soul mission.
Ooh.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because you have the unified spark, and then what was 6, 7, and 8?
What did I say here? Establishing contact
Oh man, yeah. So 3, 4, 5.
and soul mission.
The unity, the unified spark,
Mhm.
and then the 6, 7, 8 is the spreading of that unified spark, basically. The like the maintaining and continuous bringing of life to it, to spread it to other life, so to say.
Right.
And then the soul mission part, I mean, literally the next line says, each with his mission.
Right.
Each with his
Oh my
powers.
goodness. See, this is what happens.
Yep. this is
They're
what
like,
happens.
okay, Leah, look at the number. There's gonna be something there. And I could even go further and put those numbers in the words format and then see what that number comes out to, and I guarantee that there'll be something else that'll be